Hey YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead here, coming to you today with the second part of our our breeding to butcher video series on rabbits. And if you'll remember in the last video, I was explaining everything I was going to do and was going to try to breed this doe. Now this buck has been back to see several other does. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and get her in the cage. Now, if you're new to breeding rabbits or, just keeping rabbits in general, you always want to take the doe to the buck because the does are extremely territorial. I like to mention that every time. I know some of y'all are experienced rabbit keepers, but, if somebody's new, they ain't going to know. So we're going to try to get her to breed for about the umpteenth time. And she's just not, she's been receptive. It's like she's laying down and she's putting her hindquarters up, but she's just not wanting to breed. And sometimes this is an issue. I know all other 9 rabbits have bred just fine, and she has been the only one that's given me trouble. Not really sure what could be causing it. It's just been her. The 2 bucks that I've got, they've bred all the other does, had no issue. If there was one doe that was not receptive, I always brought the buck back, later that day or the next day, and they were receptive and got bred. What you're looking for when they're breeding is that hard fall off. They're gonna get up on the doe and they'll start doing their business, and then they'll seize up and fall over. So we just haven't seen that with her yet. And now, something that I'll mention in this video, since it's not mentioned, I don't think, in my other rabbit breeding video. If I can't get her to breed right now, I'm just going to throw that rabbit breeding video into the series, the old one that I made. It's actually one of my videos that's got a lot of views, and I'll throw it in there just so that way anybody who's looking for it can see it and see how it is that the bucks fall off. Now, I'm keeping records of these rabbits when I breed them. And the way I do it is I've got the cages identified on who's in what cage, and then I just write it in a notebook. And I'll put down when they're basically expected, like when I'm going to put the nest box in, and, who they were bred to, and the date and all that stuff, because you will not be able to remember. Even if you keep just like, a doe or 2, you'll still be, trying to keep up with it in your mind, and you won't be able to. It's happened to me. I've learned from experience. When they're at the very first, there was a couple of times I didn't keep track of it just perfectly, and it was kind of a surprise. Oh no, there's baby rabbits. But see, she's just not into it today. So that does happen, and considering that she's not going to breed, she's not really of much use to us, so she'll probably go to be processed here soon, because I know it's not the buck, because he's bred several other does. I'm going to see if I can't do just a little assist here again. I've done that before, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's get her to lay out there. That's how they're supposed to lay. They're supposed to lay down flat like that. And of course, every time I try to help him out, he always goes for the wrong end. But we'll see if he can get it there. But see, they're supposed to lay down, and then they'll stick their tail up to give the male access, and then he services them, and he'll fall off. But it's not going to happen in this one. I've give up on it. I tried videoing it 3 or 4 times before now. Went back and tried to get footage of it several times, and it's just not working. So what I'm gonna do is, out of the ones that I've bred, I'll just have one of them that I follow along with. I'll probably get one of the proven mothers and put her in this cage and allow her to raise out her babies, and just let y'all come along for the process on that. But anyway, if you found this video helpful, or if you have any, or if you got anything out of it, leave a like. If you got anything to add, leave it down in the comment section, or any questions that you might have. If you like these types of videos, if you're into homesteading and permaculture, subscribe to the channel. I drop a video mostly every day, and I appreciate all y'all watching, and we'll see you in the next one.